folks, so I was craving to do some dinosaur art, and so I sat down to do some dinosaur art, and I also wanted to play with gouache because I haven't done it in a while, and we wound up with this. I drew this originally on my iPad and then traced it onto another piece of paper, and yeah, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ubirajara jubatus. Yeah, I think it's a Ubirajara jubatus. It's a theropod dinosaur from 110 million years ago. From Brazil. From Brazil. It was squished between two pieces of limestone that gave us an incredibly clear image of the creature. Though if you look at the actual fossil, I'll like include a picture. It's really jumbled and it's kind of hard to tell where arms and legs kind of are. It definitely looks like I got stuck under a boot or something and squashed. But because of the limestone and like the impressions we got, one, we can tell it had fluffiness. Proto-feathers of some sort that caused it to have a beautifully fluffy mane and fluffy tail, believed. So I have a lot of fun painting that, giving it kind of a lemur tail. Some of the art I looked at kind of had a tail like that. And I'm gonna say, at a time, you can't really see the tail and how I recorded this. I feel a little bit silly. But the tail is really, really swishy and much more prehensile than it probably would have been able to be. But I love swishy tails, so it happened. It's too late to go back. I like the swishiness. Anyway, but that wasn't the only like weird thing about it. One, it was a tiny theropod, which I mean we have plenty of, but not ones that are like this fluffy. We have a few, but it's like super fluffy. But what makes it extra weird is it had these like they're described as like straw-like protuberances coming from its shoulders. They could have been like thick feathers or something, but they have definitely fossilized these shoulder spikes. And they would not have been thick enough or anything to really do much protection. Like, I don't think they were like porcupine spines. Maybe, but I don't think so. They were probably, some sort of mating or aggression display of some sort. I kind of showed them off as like feathery pretty things, so other people have just had them be like spikes. So, I'm taking a little creative liberty. Anyway, so there was a little bit of issues when it comes to the specimen, and it was all the rage in dino circles for a couple months there. I mean, I'm really late to the party because I haven't had the energy to do dino art, but here we have some dino art. So, what is the drama? So, this was a specimen that was found in like the 90s, I think. I'll have to find that. But it's a fossil that's been around for a while, but just kind of like stored away. And like I said before, it was discovered in Brazil. And Brazil kind of has a no extradition thing for fossils and things of historical value. Because if it was found in Brazil, it should get to stay there. A lot of countries who were not, always worldwide, cough cough, the UK ruling, have in time gotten a little nervous with letting their historical relevant objects leave their soil because they have a tendency to not come back. And it was Germans who absconded with this fossil and published a bunch of stuff about it, but had no intentions of returning it to Brazilian soil. So, yeah. There's a lot of concerns with what exactly that means, because that's not fair. I mean, Brazilian artifacts should stay in Brazil, and all the Germans got to write about it, and Germany kind of got fame for a little bit before Brazil was like, yo, bro, that's kind of our find. I mean, it was here. Yeah, you kind of looked into it and discovered it, but you should, recognize the contribution. I mean, it was probably Brazilian people who dug it up and dug where the scientists told them to dig. But yeah, one of the biggest problems is it seems to have been exported legally. Our people are questioning whether or not it was exported legally. And there was even a whole hashtag of Ubirajara belongs to BR. This has even gotten enough attention that the area where the paper on the dinosaur was written, the journal, the Cretaceous Research, actually said it would consider temporarily removing the study from its website, pending the investigation's results, as in, whether or not they were allowed to take it off of Brazil, and if it was legal, what they did. And upon more research, it actually turns out that Brazil has a law since 1942 specifically keeping the country's fossils from being sold. They belong to the state, and, it's forbidden to sell them commercially. But black market fossil sales happen a lot, especially from the 1970s to the 1990s. Oh, this fossil was apparently discovered in 1995. I found that as well. Apparently for fossils to even leave Brazil, they need to get approval from the Brazil's National Council of Scientific and Technological Development. And they have to be returned to Brazil after, they've been classified. Apparently, there was some documentation, but it was signed by the National Department of Mineral Production, and nothing to do with science or paleontology, even though it would have happened because the law came in 1990 and it happened in 1995. Apparently, one of the arguments that the specific Germans are making is, why us? Why not other people? Why are you so worried about us? I mean, what if Germany wanted to get their Archaeopteryx back that's in London? That was found in Germany in the 1860s. But, dude, you broke the law, man. It was the law. And it's not like we're trying to take backsies when a law came out later. No, it happened. You got the fossil before the law. As for the dinosaur himself, it was supposed to be 4.5 feet from snout to tail, a very long tail, and about a little over a foot tall at the shoulder. Probably weighed like a chicken or a large, probably would weigh like a chicken or a turkey kind of size, but the shoulder spikes. It's really, really what made them unique and cool. As far as my art goes, I tried a bunch of different things, and I wound up doing a black background because I wanted to be able to see the fluffy bits. And again, artistic license, I'm making it more fluffy than it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like coarse hair, but he's just so cute. And I also forgot his spikes at the very end and had to quickly add them, which made me laugh. But all in all, I really like this dinosaur. I hope you like him. He is adorable and he is fluffy and wildly inaccurate, but it was fun, and I haven't done a dinosaur in a long time, nor have I done gouache in a long time. I digress. Thank you for coming and watching my video with me today, or watching my video and hanging out with me today, and I'm hoping to come back and get some more done. In the meantime, I do want to quickly mention that I have a Discord board where you can come and chat with me, and I have a couple actually drawing lessons in there if you're interested. And I also have a Twitch account now that I barely use, but it does exist. Anyway, come hang out with me, look at these things, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, thank you to my patrons, Mom, Dad, Jamie, Cindy, Hans, and the new and much appreciated Beth. Alright, bye guys.